Executive Hull Summary is a high-level report made after a major hull survey. The purpose is to check the ship's structure and cleanliness to make sure it is safe and good condition. The vessel that we search is White Moon. Reported date is October 6, 2022. After 5 years of operation, the ship White Moon undergoes a major inspection. Marine surveyors check the hull for cracks, corrosion, or damage. They then prepare a summary report stating whether the ship is still safe to sail. We're going to the slide in ship particulars. Uh, this slide shows the basic technical details of the ship. Uh, since the name of the ship that we search is White Moon, the gross tonnage of White Moon is 83,824. Gross tonnage means the measures of the total internal volume of the ship. It means the White Moon have internal volume of 83,000. Then dead weight or DWT, the White Moon have a 160,152 tons. This is the total weight of the ship can carry. Cargo, fuels, crew, food, and etc. The White Moon flag is Liberia. This means that the White Moon ship is registered in Liberia. In class notation, this slide explains the ship's classification and safety standards. Class notation codes, it means this shows that the ship follows a specific rule for its type. For example, tanker is for oil, then container is for container. CSR is common structural rules. Rules for the ship's structure strength or ship's design. ESP is a enhanced survey program, a strict inspection program for tankers and bulk carriers. Example, if White Moon is an oil tanker, it must follow the special structural rules to prevent oil spills. Under ESP, inspectors carefully check cargo, tanks, and ballast for corrosion and cracks. In survey status, this slide shows the ship's survey schedule. Renewal survey is a full inspection required every 5 years. The survey date of White Moon, September 2, 2022, and the next due date is July 4, 2027. This ensures the ships maintain its class and remains legally allowed to operate. If the ship does not complete its renewal survey by 2027, it may lose its class certificate. Without this certificate, the ship cannot legally operate and enter to the cannot enter to another country to deliver this cargo.
On February 27, 2026, the ship underwent a bottom survey in dry dock at the MMHE shipyard. Because the vessel is completely out of the water, the team was able to perform a high-level inspection of the entire underwater portion of the hull, specifically focusing on the structural integrity of the plating, the propeller, and the rudder assembly. The primary goal of this dry docking was to ensure that all submerged components meet strict maritime safety standards. The survey was completed in Kuala Lumpur and has been successfully credited. This means the vessel has passed all inspections and is officially certified for continued operation.
Today we were going to discuss the different kind of examinations that we do on ships. First is overall examination. It is a general visual inspection of the tank's internal structure to assess its overall condition. It helps identify visible issues such as corrosion, coating breakdown, or structural deformation. Next is close-up examination. It is a detailed inspection where the surveyor is within arm's reach of the structure. This is done to detect localized defects like cracks, pitting corrosion, or damaged welds that may not be seen from a distance. Corrosion protection definitions. These refer to systems used to protect the ship's steel structure from rust and deterioration caused by seawater and moisture. Hard coating, a durable epoxy coating applied to steel surfaces inside tanks. It acts as a protective barrier to prevent corrosion and extend the service life of the structure. Anodes, sacrificial metal blocks, usually made of zinc or aluminum, installed inside tanks. They corrode instead of the ship's steel, protecting the hull from corrosion. Next is ballast tank condition, aft and forward. This section describes the condition of the aft and the fore peak ballast tanks. Both tanks are reported to be in good condition, with effective hard coating and properly functioning anodes. Ballast aft peak tank, located at the rear of the ship. This tank helps maintain trim and stability. It is reported in good condition with intact coating and corrosion protection. Ballast fore peak tank, located at the front of the ship. This tank assists in trim control. It is also in good condition with complete hard coating coverage. The ballast double bottom side tank. Double bottom are the side tanks. These tanks are located between the cargo tanks and the outer hull. Tanks 1 to 3 are verified to be in condition with complete coating coverage ensuring structural protection. Next is double bottom. The watertight space between the bottom of the cargo tanks and the outer hull. It adds strength to the ship and provides protection in case of bottom damage. Next is ballast double bottom side tanks. These tanks cover the mid and aft sections of the ballast system. All sections are rated in good condition with no substantial corrosion found.
Cargo side tank. Large internal compartment design specifically for holding oil. A coating area. A hard coating applied to the lower L and upper U section. The rating is good. It means the ship has large side tank designed to store oil, is registered under the flag state of Liberia, and the hard protective coating in both the lower and upper section of the tank is in good condition.
Cargo side tanks 4 to 6 are tanks located on the sides of the ship used for storing cargo oil. They are identified by frame numbers to easily determine their positions along the ship's length. These tanks are located in the midship sections and are in good condition for safe cargo storage.
Slop tanks collect oily water mixture from tank cleaning operation. These tanks have complete hard coating protection and were rated in good condition. Environmental protection slop tank help to prevent oil pollution by storing oily residues and wash water instead of discharging them directly into the sea.
Coating rating standards. Coating rating standards ay ginagamit sa ship inspection para malaman kung maayos pa ang protective paint or coating ng bakal ng barko. Importante ito dahil ang coating ang nagpoprotekta sa steel laban sa corrosion o kalawang. So, meron tayo ditong tatlong ratings. Number 1 is good. A condition with only minor spot rusting. Ito yung ang coating ay maganda pa ang condition, then may konting spot rusting lang, malit na kalawang, at ibig sabihin effective pa ang protection ng pintura at hindi pa kailangan ng major repair. Next is fair. So fair naman, condition with local breakdown at edges, welds, and light rusting over 20% of the area. So dito naman sa fair may konting sira sa coating, kadalasan sa edges o sa welds. May light rusting pero less than 20% lang ng area. Then kailangan na itong i-monitor o planuhin na i-maintenance para hindi na masyadong lumala. And lastly, we have poor condition. General breakdown over 20% of the area, or hard scale over 10%. So dito naman damage ng coating, then may rust na higit sa 20% ng surface o may makapal na kalawang, hard scale. Ito ay may critical na condition, kailangan ng repair, cleaning at recoating. In short, ginagamit ang ratings na ito para malaman kung
ang tank steel structure ng barko ay safe pa o kailangan ng maintenance. So meaning we have three condition: good, fair, poor. Good is maayos pa, fair may konting sira na kailangan bantayan, poor ay kailangan na ayusin agad.
Piping systems. Cargo and ballast piping inspected on deck and within tanks. Operationally tested systems were run to ensure they function safely and without risk. Piping systems, this part focuses on the inspection of cargo and ballast pipelines. These pipes are checked both on decks and inside the tanks. The systems are also operationally tested, meaning they are run to ensure they function properly and safety without leaks. Thickness measurement. Ultrasonic thickness measurement using sound waves measure the actual thickness of the steel plates and to check the wastage or thinning. Service provider. Arise Marines and Engineer Services. This uses ultrasonic thickness measurement to check the actual thickness of the steel plates. Sound waves are used to detect corrosion, thinning, or steel wastage. This process ensures that the ship's hulls and structures remain strong and safe. Corrosion condition. Substantial corrosion is defined as structural wastage between 75% and 100% of the allowable limit. Based on the survey results, no substantial corrosion was reported, indicating that the structural members remain acceptable thickness limits. Longitudinal strength. A longitudinal strength evaluation was not required, as the vessel was less than 10 years old at the time of the survey, in accordance with applicable inspection guidelines.
Repairing the structural integrity of a ship refers to restoration or fixing of damaged structural parts of the vessel to maintain its strength, stability, and safety.